It's Brittany Lenore, and I am here with the Gentleman Quarter segment. I have two guests for you, and I think I'll just keep the title for your surprise. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey guys, so I have a guest today. His name is Jay, and we'll be getting to know just a little bit about him. We'll be talking about sports, so we definitely want to get a male's perspective when talking about sports and kind of get some advice for the ladies so we know the do's and don'ts with men in their sports. So Jay, can you tell me like a little bit about what you do?
Well, I'm a design engineer, and we make decorative site lighting. So I work in the engineering department, a big manufacturing plant. My passion is to love to act, model, sing, you know.
Act, model, and sing.
Yeah, well.
You a triple threat?
I try to be.
Oh, snap. So, can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
So, what sports are you into?
Well, see, in high school, I played football, wrestling, track. So football is my main sport.
Football, wrestling, and track?
Yeah.
What position did you play?
Running back.
Running back. What about track?
The 100?
100 meter dash?
Yeah, 100
That means you
dash.
fast.
I tried to be.
I didn't do the 100. I did the 4x1. That's like super dope. Like, this man is talented. What do you think about LeBron James coming to the Lakers?
You know what? I feel like nowadays, a lot of people don't stay loyal to a city, so it's hard to keep up with teams and stuff. LeBron he's a businessman. He's just doing what's best for his family right now. I understand it. You know, us being in LA, you know, we kind of dig it. So
Right.
we got the good end of the deal. But you look at teams like, you know, St. Louis, they lost their team. We took them, you know. It sucks. So there's part of you that says, you know, loyalty and, you know, to be part of a city, to be part of a, you know, an organization, you know, that part you want to focus on. But then at the same time, you realize, just like any other sport, it's a business.
Right.
You gotta make money, you know.
That's a good perspective to look at it like that. You're not really looking at it from an angry fan perspective. You're looking at it from like the moral of it, the bigger picture. And I like the fact that you mentioned family because that shows a lot about character and personality and, you know, from the heart, like what you really care about. So.
And you gotta understand too, like, you know, what I know as an athlete, being an athlete, is that it's a game. You know, it's not the, you know, the end all be all. It's not like religion, you know, it's not like education. It's a game. So, you know, we put so much emphasis on it and trying to be so, you know, I mean, you can get a pastor up there and people be nodding off from church. But the minute you go ahead and put on a game, everybody's up and rowdy, oh, you know, they're going for the team, oh. So we put too much passion into it. We're too patriotic for our teams, but not enough for like things that really matter.
Right.
Like our country, you know, and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, and I like that you mentioned the passion because I personally think that, you know, sports brings people together from different backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds, nationalities, religions, cultures. Everybody can come together for a game. And I found that quite interesting because, you know, that's just like the heart of this country, especially America, you know, and other countries, you know, with their soccer or tennis, whatever that famous sport is, you know. So, what would you say to like a man who doesn't watch sports? Like, is he breaking the man's code, or how do you feel about that?
Well, see, personally for me, I haven't watched football in a while. Because when the whole Kaepernick thing started, you know, and all these players were getting, you know, blacklisted, it's hard to watch a sport you used to love and realize that it's still all this, you know, politics in there, still that racism in there. So I stopped watching for a little while. So to the men that really don't watch the game at all and stuff, to me, that's a strong personal decision that you make because it's almost like you wake up and you say, you know what, this ain't life. This ain't, you know, me getting up at, you know, 5 o'clock in the morning and just go beat everybody for traffic so I can go, you know, tailgate. And my family's at home, you know what I'm saying? And like that, they're seeing what's more important to them. So, you know, I don't give them no flack, no cuss for that, you know.
Okay. So I think myself being a woman and other women would like to know, like, is that like the thing for men to get together and watch sports? Like, what does that do for men?
See, for us, other than, you know, we get a break from y'all. Cause
That we can know y'all nervous?
You know what I'm saying? No, because we need some, because the thing about it is that we got, you know, all this testosterone, all this, you know, we need some guy time, you know?
Right.
Because we lose our mind just like y'all need girl time.
Right.
Y'all gotta have your girl day, you know, shopping, go to malls. We gotta have guy time. Because we gotta get that, you know, that, okay, it's okay to be a man. It's okay to, because especially nowadays, they don't really tell you that, you know, it's okay to be a man.
Right.
It's okay to be a little aggressive. It's okay to be a little bit, nowadays everything's so PC. Everything's so like you can't show any sign of you having any kind of alpha male personality. Everything has to be just generalized. So that's why we need that time, and that's what it does too. And on top of that, it's fun. You know what I'm saying? You with the boys, it's fun. You're gonna have a good time.
Like if you're dating a young woman and you have like sports comes around, you know, especially like football and basketball and things like that. Like, so how often would you say that you need that male intimacy?
Well, it depends. Like in the first stages of dating somebody, I really think you should spend a lot of time to get to know them, you know? But you know, talk about maybe months down the road, a year down the road, y'all gonna wanna have a little bit of separate time, you know, for each other. And you guys wanna be with each other's friends. So I think that's important, you know, around that time, say, hey, look, you know, you got your thing, I got mine. We're gonna do each other's thing, and ain't gonna be no problem. But even better than that is when you guys can say, you know what, she likes this sport. I'm not really into it, but you know what, let me see what it's about. He likes this sport. Okay, I'm gonna see what that's about. Y'all can trade off on each other. And you never know. Like, my mother, she didn't know a thing about basketball, but then, you know, my family, they love basketball. So now all of a sudden she knows about LeBron, she knows about Kobe and stuff. Like, okay, all right, and she's into it. You never know what you get into, and that's the whole thing.
Yeah, I remember when I was in college, I was around a whole bunch of different guys because it was just a thing. It was fresh, I'm learning everything. And like my first team was the Boston Celtics. It was a team that like everybody was watching. So it became like my favorite team just for me to have like encounter with guys and see what they, you know, be so hyped about. So I think like it really intrigues a woman to just kind of see what sparks the interest of male when it comes to sports. And I know a lot of women watch sports and they're learning more about it. So it's definitely like cool. Would you be a person that would watch the game with your girl?
Oh, I'd love to. No doubt, I'd love to. If I watch games more now, I have somebody, like, what's up? We watching the game together. She's getting passionate. I'm getting passionate. We both cussing out the same player, the same ref.
Right.
I would dig that.
I just really want to thank you for sharing your interest and your male perspective with my audience. And I mean, I know they're gonna want to know more about Jay. So where can they find you?
So you can look me up on Instagram at FunkyBrother40, and go ahead and add me, follow me, and I'll follow back.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed that interview. That wraps up my first segment, and now I'm on to my second interview.